y'all, remember I did tell you y'all had this short video. I'm keeping it short, I promise. You should be on page 56 continuing these notes. Remember, we're going to look at 3 more examples. So this is your example number 2. Go ahead and pause this video and copy it down. Alright, so still solving those one-step equations. So still want to go through those steps. So first, we're drawing our line. Our ultimate goal is to get that variable by itself. To do two-step equations, we want to undo addition or subtraction first. In this case, there's a 5, okay? That is a positive 5, okay? This addition is attached to that 7x, but we assume this 5 is positive because there's no sign attached. So we are going to subtract 5 because that is the inverse operation. And if we do it to the right, we have to do it to the left. So nothing affects that 7x, it comes down. A positive 5 and a negative 5 zero out. And then 19 minus 5 gives us 14. We're then left with 14 equals 7x. Once we get there, remember we undo multiplication or division. So we have to ask ourselves what operation is going on between that 7 and that x. So a number and a letter side by side does mean to multiply. So in this case, we needed to divide because that is the inverse of multiplying. So if we divide by 7 over here, we have to divide by 7 over here. These two 7s will give us a 1, leaving us with just an x. And 14 divided by 7 gives us a 2. So x equals 2. Okay? Like I said, I just wanted to go over some more examples because we haven't seen anywhere there's not a sign attached to the constant yet. Alright, this is example number 3. Go ahead and take time, copy it down. This is x divided by 3 minus 14 equals 9. So again, first thing we're going to do, we're going to draw that line. Remember, that separates our left from our right. We want our equation to be equal, be balanced. Alright, we undo addition or subtraction first. In this case, we are subtracting a 14, so the inverse would be to add 14. If we do it to my left, I have to do it to my right. Alright, we will draw that line. Now we're left with x over 3, 14, and a positive 14, that gives us 0, and then 9 plus 14 gives us 23. So x divided by 3 equals 23. So now we just go back to that same step. After we undo addition or subtraction, we undo multiplication or division. This is a division bar, so it's saying x divided by 3. So the inverse of dividing by 3 would be multiplying by 3. So we're going to multiply this by 3 and this by 3. Alright, when we multiply these by 3, it leaves us with 1x. And then 23 times 3, you should get 69. So x equals 69. Like I said, we're flying through them, but it's just because I want to give you some more examples just to kind of look at. Then our last example to look at that I want to look at is this one, just because it's a little different, okay? So first we draw that line down the equal sign. We know that, we're good with that, we're good. Next, we want to either undo addition or subtraction. In this case, it's saying 13 minus 4x, but we have to think what sign does that 13 have, okay? That 13 is a positive, okay? So that's really adding 13. Technically, we're subtracting 4x, okay? So that's kind of why I wanted to show y'all this example. So to get rid of a positive 13, we have to subtract 13. And if I do it to my left, I have to do it to my right. All right, so positive 13, negative 13 leave me with 0. And then we bring down to negative 4x. Negative 4x equals, we have to do negative 11 minus 13. Well, how do we do that? So that has to go back to your integer rules. So solving it, you should get negative 24, because remember you have to add that opposite, and it would end up being negative 11 plus negative 13. Your signs are the same, so you add like normal and keep that sign. All right, we're almost done. We undid addition. Now we have to either undo multiplication or division. So we got a number and a letter side by side. That means to multiply. So we need to divide. All right, what are we dividing by though? Are we dividing by this 4 or a negative 4? What's attached to that variable? All right, so we have to divide by a negative 4 because that is what is attached. And then if I divide by a negative 4 over here, I have to do negative 4 over there. All right, negative 4 divided by negative 4 is going to leave us with 1, so just x. And then negative 24 divided by negative 4. So this goes back to your integer rules. You have to remember a negative divided by a negative is always going to give us a positive. Now if the signs were different, then we would get a negative. But in this case, our signs are the same. So now we're just gonna do 24 divided by 4. So x should give us 6. Alright, so I promised y'all it would be a short and sweet video. Remember, if y'all have questions, you can watch it as many times as you want. You can call me on the Teams app or you can email me. Let me know if y'all need help. You got this.